Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to DC Sports Digest Week 6. Again, I'm really sorry, I've been kind of busy. I think at this point I almost might just move these uploads to Saturdays just to give myself more time, but just keep an eye out. I may just do it whatever day works for me. I'll try to do it earlier than Saturday, but it might just end up being Saturday for like sometimes. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, but make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So the Nationals actually have a couple updates. They have made some updates to their 40-man roster. And I guess really I don't know too many of these people. I've heard of DJ Hers though. He's a really good pitching prospect in our minor leagues. I think he'll be really good for us. A lot of these people are pitchers, so I think we're trying to get some more pitching in. Yeah, that's really all I have for the Nationals. On the Wizards, I'm not really that excited to talk about them just because we're not good. And, there's nothing else to talk about. I think we're barely on pace. I don't know if we'll win 20 games this season. That's based on how we're on pace to be. We might be under 20 wins this season. So we lost to the Nets by 8. And then we were actually beating the Raptors by, 15, 16 points. Halfway through the fourth quarter, and then they just go on a 16-0 run, and we lose to them. We lost to the Mavericks, and then we lost the in-season tournament game to the Knicks, and I think we were actually officially eliminated already from the knockout stage of the in-season tournament because we already lost our first 3 games, I think. Just kind of funny. Yeah, we're just really not that great. I don't really feel like going to the box score just because it's not I don't know. We've only won 2 games, and both were against really bad teams. And even against the bad teams, we lost to the Hornets once. I feel like if people look at us on our schedule, they're gonna be like, "Oh, this is a free win." I don't know. It's kind of frustrating, but just get through this season, and maybe next season will be better. But after that low note, we are moving on to the Capitals, who are really streaking right now. They beat the Islanders and the league-leading Golden Knights. And we're actually second in the Metro Division. So let's go. I actually am going to recap the Capitals because they actually are doing good. 7-4-2, and second in the Metro Division. Ovi had 2 goals in this game. Wow. And Hunter Shepard's still doing pretty solid. I think they're still rotating goalies. I guess they have 3 goalies now. So they're kind of just going on a rotation, and seems to be going pretty well because also they won 3-0. Didn't even allow a goal against the Golden Knights. And yeah, they must have been doing something right if they beat the best team in hockey at this point. So, are we really back though is the question. Honestly, I really don't know because it could just be a win streak, but we could really be back. I hope we really are just back because this is really the best team in DC at this moment. So I really actually hope we're back. It's some team to root for, and especially since some of these guys are getting older, we only have a couple years left in them. So hopefully we are really back, and back for good, at least for the next couple years, until these guys retire. Alright, and last but not least, on to the Commanders. That game against the Seahawks was heartbreaking. We actually came back down the field, Sam Howell led, game-tying drive, and that throw to De'Ami Brown was just insane. It needs to be talked about more. Sam Howell is just going crazy right now. He's the league leader in passing yards. And people may say, "Oh, he throws the ball 40 to 50 times a game," but he's not throwing interceptions. He's doing that and not having issues with it. Other QBs, young QBs would have trouble throwing 40 to 50 passes, but Sam Howell is not. He is the bright spot of this team, even if we don't end up making the playoffs, but everything else really was not that great. And yeah, let's go to the box scores for this game. You can see Sam Howell, 29 of 44, 312 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Just great stuff. The one thing I want to talk about this game on the offensive side is definitely the receivers, who kind of just weren't there. I mean, I know one thing Sam likes to do is he likes to get the ball to everyone. You can see all these guys had multiple, at least some sort of catches, except Jahan Dotson, which is kind of not what you expect. Alex Arma got a catch, our fullback. Jahan Dotson didn't, but that's just the thing. I don't know. Our receivers have just been kind of quiet this year. But it is also because Sam Howell really likes to spread the wealth, give the ball to everyone. But our running backs, two running backs are our leading receivers, which is also kind of saying something. And then the defense it's the defense. This is not really great this year. I think part of it's the coaching. Like Jack Del Rio has to go. And see if we can get a good defensive coordinator. And obviously, Ron will have to go too this season. So we'll see what we can be like with just improved coaching. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have to do for this recap. And then next week we have the Giants, who we theoretically should be. They are playing Tommy DeVito. Like we theoretically should win. Hopefully, get back to 5-6. And then we have our Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys. Our schedule does not get any easier. We really only have the only real winnable games I can see are the Rams and the Jets, and then we're gonna have to get lucky with some games. Cowboys twice, and the 49ers and Dolphins. Those are all really tough games. But we'll see what happens. And also, one other thing we'll see what happens is about the rebrand. I feel like I heard something that they're going to do. They might rebrand this team again, which is kind of interesting. I was actually almost going to get a Sam Howell jersey like for the holidays, but I'm not sure anymore now because I might just wait until the rebrand. But we'll see what I do. But and we'll see what happens with the rebrand. I guess it kind of makes sense like from the owner's perspective, just because like they want to disaffiliate with anything from the Dan Snyder era. So I guess in that sense, it kind of makes sense. So just really just turning this team around, eventually with a new stadium, probably new training facility, new rebranding, new coaching, new front office, new everything, which is good. And we already have our new quarterback in Sam Howell, which is definitely the best thing we can get out from this season. All right, and the other DC sports news, this is kind of random. The Premier League lacrosse, I don't know much about lacrosse, but I think they kind of made like cities with teams, and I was the Maryland Whipsnakes lacrosse team, which is cool, I guess. Like I said, I don't know about lacrosse. I'm not really gonna cover it, but just some random thing I just saw. I think that's all I really have. Again, I'm super busy. I don't know if I'll be able to stream. Also, it's Thanksgiving week, so yeah, I'm gonna be with family for Thanksgiving, so that's gonna make things tougher as well. Maybe when I get back, like on Friday or Saturday, there's some games. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll be able to get these videos out in a more timely fashion in the future. I'll try my best. But thank you guys for supporting me anyway. And like, share, and subscribe to support me even more. Thanks for watching. Bye.